Deltans believed that Governor Okowa's doggedness and wealth of experience garnered over the years by the positions he has held in the state and at the federal level prepared him with a wealth of experience, competence, and capacity to handle the Pan-Delta project. Having interacted with the people at various levels and at the grassroots, he understood the importance of basic amenities like road infrastructure, health facilities, education, and human capital development.
Daddy Okowa is a son of a teacher. That is what makes him to be different. He knows what people in the downstream are experiencing. He knows our needs. That is why he managed the state very well.
With a clear knowledge that good roads connectivity is crucial to growing economies, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has not lost the vigor to change the old narrative since taking over the reins of power in the state. In the last 6 years, through the Ministry of Works and other interventionist agencies, the Roadmaster, as he is fondly called by the people, has presided over the construction of no less than 500 roads spanning over 1,542 kilometers across the state.
There are so many factors that are considered before roads are being constructed or awarded. Before now, roads are constructed based on political considerations, but now what we look at, what is the economic value of that road to the people. You can see that most of the rural roads are being constructed and rehabilitated. Road construction will be taken to the riverine areas. The essence of it is to open them up for economic activities.
Governor Okowa's clear understanding of the importance of expanding the urban road network and its corresponding social and environmental effects has guided him to deploy roads to optimize comprehensive urban planning and maintain sustainable urban renewal program. He has declared zero tolerance to lack of motorable, bad and deplorable roads in the state, and this has given way to the construction of quality new roads, rehabilitating abandoned ones and expanding some of the existing roads.
Without opening up roads, there will be no economic growth. There will be no relationship between communities. So opening up roads means bringing the communities together, bringing the state together, making us into one organic whole, opening up economic facilities, economic gains all over the place.
With the understanding that dualized roads can reduce the risk of head-on crashes, giving the drivers more room to get around the bend without crossing into the opposing lane, especially for larger vehicles. The Okowa-led government is indeed redesigning the landscape of the state with these categories of roads. The Roadmaster marked out over 20 specific roads that tend to have more road users for construction and expansion, cutting across the South, Central, and North senatorial districts in the state, with the sole objective to open up the roads to stimulate economic and social development.
The road dualization cannot be overemphasized. Number one, it will reduce accidents. It will enhance better performance as regard to those plying the road. And it gives beauty to any society. Okowa has done massively well. Everybody feel the impact of massive road construction all over the places.
I have had to tour virtually every local government headquarters in Delta State. I have also visited, if not all, the senatorial districts. So the improvement I'm noticing is all over. Sometimes I wonder how they are able to coordinate the entire road network going on at the moment. But I must say that it's a thing of joy.
Smart Delta Media team took a trip to some of the dualized roads that have been constructed, rehabilitated, and expanded by the Okowa-led administration in the Southern Senatorial District of Delta State. Our underlying motive is to monitor the speed of progress and also ascertain the socio-economic impact of such projects on the people. Our first stop was at the Uheli Ozoro dualization at Ozoro Junction off Owilogbo Road. This Ughelli-Ozoro Dualized Road prior to now was a single-lane road that was in a very terrible condition. In fact, the people of Ozoro describe it as a death trap for those that ply the road and a nightmare for those that have businesses along the road.
Before the administration of Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, Asaba Ughelli Road in Ozoro, the road was a death trap to passengers and vehicles conveying this road. But since the assumption of Senator Dr. Okowa in office, he has really tried to put this road in a good shape.
Today, the story is totally different, as the age-long dreaded Ozoro Junction off Owelogbo Road is now dualized. We had a chat with some individuals who do business on that road. They narrated their experiences over the years.
The road was very bad and it was one lane. As a dualizer now, the thing good well because if you want turn, you know to the cause accident because you must go turn. Not be like when you just reach here, you go turn. Okay, sometimes a month just to change my oil and brake pad. Apart from brake pad, the budget that we normally change every 2 weeks. We don't change again. Okowa is a master planner. Isoko people will never forget Okowa.
I thank God for Okowa for the road that he has produced for us. This road would have been a hell before, but now Okowa have turned it to heaven. We now see that he's a road master to all.
Still in the south, Smart Delta Media decided to track further dualized roads. Our next stop was the completion of the rehabilitation and reconstructed newly inaugurated Emory Road, which is yet another important road at the heart of Ole Town. Just like the Ozoro Junction, Owelogbo Road, the story is similar, as the road was in a terrible condition. But today, the well-laid-out Emory Road with good side drainages are in place to curb the perennial flooding. We spoke with Joy and Ikwenu Eric. Hear them.
Sometimes if rain fall, the place will be spotty, slippery, but now that the road has been constructed, everything is fine now. Customer can freely come to the store. It has been a good effect on my business. I want to say thank you to Okowa and God will bless him.
Isoko people, we have been a beneficiary of Okowa. The road was a single lane before, but the state government have dualized it. The road before there was enough accident, but now we do not experience accident.
As Smart Delta Media continued with the pursuits of facts surrounding road development in Delta State, the construction of Ekubo Ogarayede Emevo Old Road with a spur to Ogarayede in Isoko North local government area was the next object of our interest, as the road was reconstructed and dualized not too long ago. We ran into an aged woman, Grace Okemute, returning from our farm, and also Philemon Awarote, a bicycle repairer along the road. We asked them what their thoughts were about the road since its reconstruction.
The road was very bad, but when Okowa came, he constructed it. We are happy and pray God gives him long life and continue to uplift him.
The road is one lane before, but now they are doing the double lane. It's very smooth now. So my job is moving fine and the place is very okay. Okowa, I like to even see face to face, but where you will see here my noise for the radio or for the system I'm talking to. I still praise you because it's not easy for somebody to be there. And God should promote you in Jesus' name.
Okowa, they try from Iyede to Asaba. Very good. Before, hungry they beat us. We know they sell. But now, we be market women, we are selling for the along the road to Asaba. We are feeding fine now. Make Okowa stand, gidigba, we day back.
Moving from Iyede, our next stop was the newly constructed and fully furnished inaugurated Ubeji Dualized Road. Before its reconstruction and dualization by the Okowa-led administration, it had a terrible reputation of dense traffic jams on account of its bad condition. Just like other roads, Governor Okowa at intervals paid unannounced inspection visits to ascertain the progress and adherence to standards.
There was an existing 7-meter lane before now. but has failed rapidly. So what we are doing now, we are expanding both sides, then making regulations to the existing layer before we do overlay. So in the end, we'll have dualized carriage for this section up to the Transforry junction.
I can see what you're doing. I don't want to say I'm encouraged yet until I come in the next 2 weeks, and I hold you to your word that you would have done one full, that's a...
I would have given you a complete 2.05 kilometers of asphalt on one section, sir.
Today, the story is totally different. Residents as well as business owners along the road didn't pass up the chance to relive their ordeals. The sigh of relief which they now experience makes living in Ubeji feel like living overseas. Ire Ovude, Abraham, and Otaigo Happy tell their stories.
I've been living here for a quite time now. Ubeji Road was a mess, but now it has worked on and so good. I commend Excellency Okowa. In his time, this was done. So it's a credit to his effort. I cherish him for that.
That time when they never do this Ubeji Road, everywhere just me nyagas in the ground, they draw. When they fall like this, don't feel waka inside. But since where they don't do and so, water now they gather, we they get more customer because now everybody feel they pass the road. Governor Kowa, we thank you very much and we really appreciate. Thank you for the good work that you have been doing for us. God bless you, sir.
Moving to the Central Senatorial District, Smart Delta Roving Lens captured a very important and busy 9.04 kilometer newly completed dualized Warri-Saple Road from Efrun Roundabout to Emory Road Junction. Commuters on this road have new stories to tell, as the road is now a huge asset to the members of the community. Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, the workaholic governor, paid close attention to the construction.
When are you going to finish that section?
Before the end of this
100 meters?
week. Yes, before the end of this week, we'll finish everything.
You'll finish the 100
yes,
meters?
Yes, we are fully on the ground there, working now.
I needed to come and see for myself what is going on here. This is the wearing course. The real truth is that this road is a very busy road and it was designed as such. You're going to have the normal dualization on both sides, and as you approach the front end, you're going to have 3 lanes.
This Efrun-Saple Road to Efrun Roundabout was very bad. You cannot drive it, you cannot check it. Water everywhere, very bad. Don't dump every day. But now as Okowa come, everything don't change. As you do the road, so that's how they carry passenger, they go come, no hold up. We just they go, they come. Okowa don't try, God go give us strength to do more. I'm the best governor for Delta State so far.
Still on the Efrun Roundabout to Emory Road Junction, to ensure longevity, the governor has equally taken care to construct drains on both sides of the road. At Jakpa Junction, Smart Delta Media team spoke with the supervisor on site from the Niger Construction Company, the company handling the construction of the drainage. Adolphus Ulobolo and Paul Bethel, a shop owner. Take a listen.
What is happening here is that the government remember this community by establishing a defined drainage that will carry the water from the source to the course. You could see that we have already completed a section of it. The man called Okowa is that guy that remember his people.
Before now, because of floods, many people do avoid this section of the town. As a result of that, most of our customers, they go to other places. But now that they are working a very good drainage now, people begin to come and believe by the time they finish, we are going to have good tonnage.
Smart Delta.
Pero, I think say you talk say you want travel go Ogeli Warri. You not travel again.
Francis, you funny. I don't go corner. I reach Ugeli Warri this morning. I just land now for Asaba now.
I don't understand. You disappear and appear.
Oh, but you don't see how the work do road full everywhere. Now disappear and appear, and I can be like because Johnny was supposed to take us 3 hours. Now 1 hour plus. Governor Kowa use road take confuse me. I not cover no Ugeli Warri.
Me at the year they say Governor Kowa na road master.
My guy Francis, I tell you, when I dey go Ugeli Warri, I can find out say Governor Kowa it all dualize Ugeli Asaba Express Road. Also, all those Ugeli Ozoro off Owologbo Junction, Omore Road, Ole Ubeji, it all dualize all those roads. The roads when it be said they be single before, it don't make them double lane. So our journey for Delta State they very sweet and smooth, even for Oruworu, Governor Okowa wan widen the road. For this Delta state, roads when e be say cars dey sink, na so push and push na dey do. Governor Okowa don do the roads. Even when I dey come back to Asaba so this morning, I come see am say Governor Okowa don dey do a very massive construction for Jedo Ugoto Road. Governor Okowa don do road. He do road for Delta state. He do road for Delta state. He come begin dey help federal. They even dey do road for Delta state. That's the Benin Wari Saple Federal Road. Governor Okowa.
Francis, now you are the pity for. Go sit down your shop. The day when me I listen to Governor Okowa matter on road, na night I take reach out so.
Oh. He never finish. Even recently now, so Governor Okowa don re-award new contracts for road. Governor Okowa don award the Asaba Okpana bypass road. Governor Okowa don do dual roads for a through roundabout to Enere Junction. Governor Okowa don do a Weke road. Governor Okowa.
Oga, sell for me now.
What do you want buy? Sorry.
Governor Okowa, the roadmaster.
Smart Delta.
Some roads in Delta Central have recently been awarded for rehabilitation and widening. A typical example is the 12.6-kilometer Jedo Ugoton Road with a spur to Ugbokodo in Okwe local government area. To bring to your viewing pleasure first-hand news, the Smart Delta Media team paid a visit to the site. On getting there, we could see the heavy caterpillars and the busy workers on site. So much work is being put in place and ongoing construction of drainage. The site engineer from the Ministry of Works and some residents had a chat with us.
This is the Jedo community. The road is being expanded from the previous 6 meters to 8 meters. Bigger drains have been introduced to what was existing before. You can see that there are some parts of it now. Fresh concrete needs to come to put them together. After which you leave it for at least 7 to 14 days. As from 7 to 14 days, you can use it.
We happy when Governor to remember us to do the roads. God bless Governor Okowa.
Excited about the testimonies, Smart Delta Media couldn't help but want to know more. This landed us at Udu local government area. The just awarded rehabilitation and widening of Olunworo Road from Olunworo Roundabout to DSE Expressway Onwia. The people are optimistic that life will be better once the road is completed.
This Olunworo Road too, if they expand that, it will make sense. Go do more better, go make the business go well. What I get to tell Okowa is that may God feel reward them for the road we fit do because it dey suffer people ever since before.
If they widen the road construct time, it go better so that we as a tricycle rider and motor will be moving the road fluently.
Delta State has moved beyond roads within its constitutional jurisdiction to work on federal roads. Rehabilitation of Saple Road from Amukwe Roundabout to Saple Wari is a prominent road that is used by Deltans and plays a major role in socio-economic integration as well as cultural linkage.
So access is important. It's important for development. It's important for the growth of the state. It's important for the economy of the state. We had to write to the Federal Ministry of Works, who replied to us that they did not have any provision in the budget and they may not be able to intervene immediately. We had no other thing to do but to intervene on behalf of the federal government. But I'm glad what we're seeing now is taking place, that people have access to Delta State, particularly to the critical cities of Warri, Ugeli and others coming all the way from Benin.
The rising sun that is beaming its rays of development in the south is also directing its rays to the north. Governor Okowa's continual effort in building a greater delta can also be seen in the ongoing construction of the dualization of the Ugeli-Asaba Road from Osisa Junction down to Ogwashuku Junction and Koka Junction. This road is of great importance to Delta State because of its accessibility to the Warri Port and the Onitsha market, and it is believed that when completed, it will encourage more activities in Delta State.
I no longer go to the mechanic, constantly as before to spend my money on boy joints. This present government, they really have tried.
The Kwale Junction Road, it go good for us, it go bring development. Us if they do and finish, everywhere go fine, and markets go move well. Our Governor Okowa, they try, God go bless them.
Within the Asaba metropolis, a whole lot of work has gone into giving the state capital territory a brand new look, as many roads have been completed, such as the Cable Point Dual Carriageway, Asaba Okpanam Dual Carriageway, and dualization of the breathtaking Mariam Babangida Road in Asaba.
When you go to major cities, you are not able to appreciate the road network because part of the road is being taken by hawkers. In Delta State, we try to take the hawkers off the road by giving them alternative. If you go to those that were had occupying the Nebisi Road to Okpanam Road before now, they are now in what is called the New Anioma Market off the road. And that way, you don't have challenges with the road. The road is maintained. You have free flow of traffic.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, I would say he's very positive. He has enhanced the life of a lot of citizens in Delta State. This Mariam Babangida Road, I can tell you that I used to know the road when the road was not dualized. Now I can say that there's a huge difference. So when they say he's a road master, I think they're saying what they really know. He has done so well on that aspect.
It is believed that Asaba and Okpanam have now become twin towns, even though they belong to two different local government areas with just a single linking road. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, knowing the important role this road plays, changed the deplorable single carriageway to double carriageway.
Far back then, when you journey through this road, it's something you can't really access because of the bad potholes. But today, you can see the road is actually magnificent, it's beautiful. You know, joining it with the capital territory. And they say thank you to the Ekweme of Delta State for attracting this project down here, facilitating it and executing it.
Smart Delta media team paid a visit to a retired head of school, Mrs. Esther Anyase, who owns a shop at the popular Infinite Plaza along Okpanam Road for the past 15 years. She shared her experience of how the road was and was full of thanks to the government for opening up the road.
At times you will abandon your car in Asaba if it has already rained before closing time. If you are lucky enough that the rain just started, everybody will be running helter-skelter. God gave us Okowa. They started the road. We thought it was a joke. With speed, it's just like dream, and the road is now dualized. In fact, some landlords that were living along this road that are late now, if they get up from the grave, they will not know their house. We are grateful to Okowa.
In continuous efforts to change the face of the city, Governor Okowa recently awarded the rehabilitation and expansion of Old Lagos Bypass Road to link the Benin-Asaba Expressway to Asaba-Okpanam Road by the Post Office. Smart Delta media team spoke with Joseph Omeni, a landlord, Joe Johnson, a commercial driver, who expressed their happiness in anticipation of when the road is to be completed.
I can see bulldozers trying to connect other streets to this road. It's a better development. For some years now, it's unpassable. Well, with the smart agenda, I do know that our able governor will do it, because if we want to hit Ibuzo now, we no longer need to pass inside Okpanam. We just hit the express like this and go through Okpanam. And business here, shops here, houses here, will actually come up.
It's for a good improvement and for the benefit of Delta State. You can see Okowa is trying, and I love what he's doing.
The Oweke Owalera Road and Emuhu Agbo Obi Junction Road is really another key project of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, as the roads were in a terrible condition, but now it is fully constructed and dualized.
The road is well tied and is good. If I recall, you can't come to this area. You know, going from Bebowa down to Utokpo, if you are staying at Utokpo, it will be difficult for you to go. Yes, this dual carrier has reduced accidents.
Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa's aggressive policy in roads construction is in the right direction as he works towards building a stronger Delta through the building of roads. Communities are now closer. even as suppliers of produce now maintain closer ties with manufacturers, markets, and consumers.
The feedback segment.
This week, we received a WhatsApp message from Mrs. Ogaga Nneka, and it reads, "Please, I appeal to the state government to look at Abala Obodo Road in Ndokwa East Local Government Area. The road has not been motorable for years. I would greatly appreciate it if the state government can look into it."
Mrs. Ogaga Nneka, we've noted your appeal as regards the reconstruction of Abala Obodo Road in Ndokwa East Local Government Area. The road you've mentioned is part of the roads we are considering in Ndokwa East Local Government Area. We've done so many roads in that area, Isiligu and the likes. Now that you brought it to our notice, we are going to look at it to see how the state government will attend to that road. Be rest assured, it will look into it.
It's important to get informed about what is going on in this state. If you're going to pass suggestions to us as government, your suggestions will be welcome. To know more about the Smart Delta team, follow Smart Delta on their various links.
Text your questions to 08121192133 or send with the hashtag #AXIT to all our social media platforms.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta. Make the youth say them highlight Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.